Hello, my lovelies. There you are. Wonderful. Splendid to see you. A very warm welcome to Thursday Night Live with me, Boaty. And I am going to be coming directly into your eyes and your ears over the next 60 minutes, direct from here, Windy Bottom, my humble, damp little cottage in the arse end of nowhere, here in the beautiful Peak District National Park. And I hope you are all just generally wonderful and splendid. And I can tell you, it is nothing less than a sheer orgasmic joy to be here with you once again, enjoying your company. I can't imagine anything better. Well, I can, but the only thing I can imagine that would be in any way better would be to meet you all in person at a lovely country home that we rented for the weekend. And I would go round each of you in turn and I would give you a jolly big squeeze until you wet yourself and squealed slightly. So there we are. I hope you've all had a wonderful day. I'm sure a lot of you watched Captain Mustard live in the kitchen making cake, and I hope you enjoyed that. So let's see. It is, of course, Thursday. Thursdays tend to be a little bit mad, so let's see where we go. I'm sure you've got plenty of tricks up your sleeve, and I've got a trick up mine because I'm going to introduce a new element to my live streams, and I'm going to tell you all about that in just a moment, after I've greeted you professionally and individually, but more importantly, after I've had a big old slurp of this glass of wine, which, quite honestly, I've earned tonight. I've been working hard in the old restaurant, trying to make people happy, or at the very least, well fed or slightly drunk. Cheers, darlings. Your very good health. Clink. Oh, my goodness me, I needed that. Now then, who have I got? Jimmy Quinn says, good evening, Boaty and everyone. And a very good evening to you, the lovely Jimmy Quinn. How are you, mate? Steve Colg is with us. Good evening. Lord Stiff Upper Lip is here. Hello, Boaty, sir. And hello to you, your lordship. Oh, there's a name I don't immediately recognise. Erin Harrow, who says hello. And there's a nice sunny type of wavy face where the sun is obviously burning on her upturned rosy apple cheeks because they've got a faint blush to them, which is rather lovely. So good evening. How lovely to have you with us. Welcome to my little community space. Andrew Buttigieg, who we know and love as Ivor Spotty Botty, is here. Now then, hello, Boaty and chatters. The artist formerly known as Baddy Scrotter is here. Hello, my little carrot cakes. My girlfriend from Liverpool is here and says hi, and then says something else that YouTube won't allow me to show to you because, quite frankly, it's filth. Oh, I'm glad you're missing me, my girlfriend from Liverpool. I would probably miss you too, given the chance. Smelly Hole, oh God, Smelly Hole is here. Evening, Smelly. Hope you're well and hydrated. All of this cake talk, says Barry Scrotter, has reminded me of the episode of Open All Hours with the Jamaican ginger cake. Pungent Exit is also with us and says, show us your Arthur. That didn't get me quite as much as show us your Jeffrey. That slayed me last night. Oh, dear. I'm not reading that one out, Smelly Hole, but that did make me laugh. Well, that is absolutely not true, girlfriend from Liverpool. I refute that. Bad Books is here and says, good evening. Precious Knocking says, I have asked Captain Mustard and he said yes. He will teach you to cook something nice. No offence to Captain Mustard, who is, of course, my very best friend. I don't think he's going to teach me how to cook anything. Oh, a green thing has just popped up, and that means something nice has happened. And it's John. It's our friend John Studley. And John has been a channel member for 6 months now. He's just renewed his membership, for which I am very grateful. Thank you, John. And he's got a message for us. He says, "Hey, chat. Hey, Boaty. I'm feeling better tonight." And I know I speak for all of us when I say that we're really delighted to hear that, John. You know that we're with you every step of the way. And yeah, I'm absolutely delighted that, you know, that the chin is lifting up a bit, because God knows it's not going to be easy. "You like your wine like you like your women," says Jimmy Quinn. Cheap. No, absolutely not, Jimmy Quinn. Quite the opposite. I am something of a wine connoisseur, and the wines that I really like and prefer and would choose are all really rather expensive. However, as all of you long-term viewers know, I had the misfortune to be taken poor. So although I've got exceptionally expensive tastes, I no longer have the bank balance to support them. So I don't like cheap women and I don't like cheap wine. However, when the alternative is no women or no wine, then you go for the cheap stuff when that's all that you can manage. And my God, the wine I'm drinking tonight is certainly cheap. But on the plus side, it's wet, it's cold, and it contains alcohol. So, you know, we must be grateful for small mercies, really. Chad Brown is with us and says, "Hi, Boaty. Don't show us you, Jeffrey." Oh, dear. Ivor says you have already met some of tonight's chatters. Indeed. Name Me -1 is here, and for once has managed to turn up somewhere near the beginning rather than somewhere near the end. Chris McGuire is with us and says, "Evening, chat." Oh, another not. Oh, Neil, the lovely Neil, who is with us. Neil Gibbons, aka the Gibbonator, aka the Reading Arch Man. He has gifted a membership. Gosh, that is exciting. Now, all of you, this is important. Sometimes, quite regularly actually, my lovely, lovely, lovely community members gift channel memberships. In order to be considered for a gift, and they are doled out at random, press the little green thing at the top of your chatty bit and select the thing that says accept gifts. And a couple of times a month, I also give away channel memberships. So make sure that you've tweaked that little doing, and we will find out in due course who has got the gifted membership, so kindly gifted by Neil, who says, "Hello, Boaty, how you doing? And hey, chat, how are we?" Evening, Neil. Hope you're okay, matey. How's the decorating going, or has it gone? Mustard in the kitchen is here and says, "Hello, everyone," because, you know, he hasn't spoken to you for 10 minutes. Evening, Captain. Looked like you had a lot of fun on your live with all of the naughty little kiddywinks asking their cheeky little questions about you transitioning into a man and being gay. I did enjoy your answer to "why are you gay?" And I agree. Everybody should be gay. It's a wonderful way of being, with, you know, maybe not just entirely and fully gay for some of us. Oh, dear, 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 dear. Where did I get to? Right. Oh, yeah. Captain Mustard has said hello. Let's get back to cheap cars, says Steacock. Oh, now then, who got the gifted membership? It was Mr. F. So, Neil, thank you so much for your generous gift. Mr. F, welcome to our channel membership. Decent staff on tonight, Boaty, says Name Me -1. That's why I'm on time. Oh, some exciting news for me, says Mustard. I have just been emailed by YouTube. 2 copyright strikes. Oh, dear. Now, hang on, mate. Are these actual copyright strikes? Because 2 of those would be a very serious thing. Because if you get 3 within 90 days, then your channel is wiped out. Or Are they copyright claims, which just means that your videos have been demonetized? Two very different things. So, which are they? Frank G _05 is with us and says hello, everyone. And while we wait for Mustard to tell us about his copyright doings, let me tell you about the new feature on my live streams. And the new feature is going to be a call in option. If you would like to call in so that you can feature, or at least your voice can feature, live on the live stream, you can do so. You can ring this portable electric device here, which I will put on speakerphone and position near the microphone. So if you've got a question for me, or you've got something that you would like to say to the community, or a topic for discussion, or you just want to say hello, then you can do so. How do you do that? I hear you ask. I mean, I don't really hear you ask that. It's a virtual thing. I imagine that you may be thinking, how do I do that? Well, you simply call this number 07391 175 And if you do that, bear in mind that I might decide to just cut you off if you're boring or filthy or insulting, but there we are. Okay. Captain Mustard says claims, copyright claims. That's okay. I mean, that's, yeah, okay. It's a bit of a pain in the bum. Get your video demonetized. Although you can, if it's only a short clip, you can get YouTube to automatically take out the bit with the copyrighted bit in. And it's the bloody radio next door has finally been picked up with its horrible drivel. Yeah, I watched that live stream, mate, or quite a bit of it anyway. And I thought you'll be doing well if you get away with that, because some of the music was coming across really quite clear. Now, the way around that would, and I know you don't want to be it, but to do it, but the way around that would be to mic yourself up. And then you're probably not going to pick up the radio, or certainly not to the same degree. But that's on a live stream anyway, isn't it? So it's no massive one to get your live streams demonetized, because as you and I both know, they don't earn in the same way that normal videos do. So, you know, what you're going to be losing out on, not a great deal. Okay, so that number to call again, if you would like to be on live on this live stream, is 07391 175 856. And I will actually put it in the comments so you don't have to try and listen to me and remember it. There you go. The number is now in the comments. I thought it might be interesting because, you know, let's face it, I do quite a lot of these lives. I do 4 nights a week, minimum, sometimes more. And it occurred to me, Boaty, lucky you don't have some of the same viewers that are on Mustards. You don't want some of them contacting you. Well, Andrew, the thing is that Mustard's live streams appear on this new live stream reel. So if you didn't realise that, if you're on a portable electric telephone, a cell phone, then you can just scroll through a live reel, and you can see all of the live streams that are currently happening. But in order for you to be up, so people, especially kids, I imagine, will just scroll through and dip in and out of a load of various live streams, and they get really good numbers because you'll pick up a load of random strangers. In order to do that, your live streams have to be in the vertical format, so portrait rather than landscape. I am not doing that. I tried one. I didn't like it. I don't like vertical. I don't like portrait. And to be perfectly honest with you, I don't want the people, no offense if any of them are watching this, but a lot of the people that are now coming onto Mustard's Live, I don't want them. I don't want them. I don't think you want them. And whilst they're a bit of a novelty at first, I think that pretty soon both you and I would get very, very bored and frustrated with them. And it would completely take away from the lovely zeitgeist that we've built between us on these late night community lives. We've made a nice little friendly, familial, safe space for us to enjoy. Our numbers have increased, but they've increased naturally. And the people that have joined us are people that understand how we work and fit in nicely and welcome additions. So I'm not going to be going down the route that Mustard has because I don't want those people. I've got a busy life. I work my ass off. I don't have enough hours in the day to do everything that I need to do. And I make room for these live streams because I love them. I enjoy them. I love you guys. I value you guys. This adds to my well-being. It adds to my pleasure. It improves my life. And I don't think it would if I spent an hour or 2 hours dealing with that kind of inane and asinine contributions from people that don't know me from Adam and that I don't know from Adam and would probably have very little in common with and wouldn't probably want particularly anything to do with them. So there you are. With you guys, I feel perfectly safe. And as I say, if any of you would like to jump in, get involved, get your voice on here, just say hello, ask a question, raise a debate for topic, anything you would like to do, you've got the number there, give me a bell. Or if you don't want to, don't. But I thought it might make a little bit of a difference and add just an extra different little bit possibly to the lives, because otherwise you've just got me banging on at you endlessly for 4 nights of the week, and I don't know how much you would love that. Okay. I just deleted the video, says Mustard. Sorry for hijacking here, mate. That's not a problem. Just finished my live stream to find out. Yeah, that's a bugger. It happens. But it's just a claim. I've actually had a copyright strike. And that really gave me a shake. I've only ever had the one. And that's, I think it's another 30 days before that disappears off my account. Copyright claims, they're not a problem. They're not a problem. Frank G_05 says, I definitely prefer to watch lives in landscape. I think it just works better, to be honest, Frank. Namey-1 says, it's like you don't want to shout out some random guy from some random state in America asking what type of yogurt you prefer. It's exactly like that, Namey-1. When I jump on here after a long day and a hard night at work, I want to be amongst friends, not random God knows what. My time is too valuable to waste on that sort of thing. And I'm not sure how much good it would do for the channel, to be honest. I mean, the numbers are very flattering. Mustard is getting amazing numbers for his lives. You know, peak viewers, well over 100, well into triple figures, and then getting total views of 2,000 and 3,000. But what does that actually bring? I mean, it doesn't bring money in the same way that videos do. And I doubt very much that as a result of dinging into some random live stream, they're going to say, wow, what an amazing channel. I should become a channel member and donate £1 or $1.30 of my hard-earned money on a monthly basis to help this chap keep going. So, you know, in terms of the ball ache stroke reward thing, yeah, wouldn't do it for me. Plus, I'd just get really annoyed with them, and I'd give them a load of abuse, and I'd end up getting thrown off YouTube. You know me, darlings. I have a bit of a low tolerance for idiots. On the odd one here and there would be okay. And might even be a bit of fun, like the one that we tried. But on a nightly basis, no, thank you. And I honestly think for the dynamic that we've got, I think that it would alienate you guys as well as alienating me. So I would miss your live streams, Boaty and Mustard, says John. Well, you don't need to miss them. They're not going anywhere. This live is the closest Boaty gets to a social life. Lol, says Name Me -1. My working life is a social life. I run a restaurant. It's yeah, okay, well, yeah, actually, you've got a point. You have got a point. This life probably is the closest. I can't afford a social life, and I don't have time for one anyway. Mustard says a few of them turn out to be decent. The rest either disappear or give me entertainment. Yeah, the younger generation, says Ivor, have a strange way. They just jump in alive and ask weird-ass questions or comments and shout-outs. What's that all about? Jimmy Quinn says, that's a different number than the one I've got, Boaty. Well, that's maybe because you've got my personal number rather than my business number. Darlings, I am a man of, I was going to say I'm a man of mystery, but I'm bloody not. I'm a man who has more than one telephone number. There are certain elements of my life where it pays to have more than one telephone number and more than one WhatsApp number. I've always found it useful to keep a number or two for recreational purposes. I'm with you, matey, says Mustard, but I'm really enjoying the challenge of the live stream thingy. I don't actually get annoyed with them. Yeah, but I mean, that's great. I'm not knocking you for doing it. I mean, I said to you the other day, God, you're having a bit of a breakthrough, mate. You'd be daft if you didn't roll with it. And it suits your personality a lot better than it suits mine. There's probably a difference in mindset with you chilled out at home with your family around you and, you know, in a chilled out zone. You're going to be feeling a bit different than me. I mean, bear in mind, when I do these lives, I'm coming in. I get in through my front door, which is just over there, after a hard shift at the restaurant. And the shift at the restaurant comes after a full day of doing non-stop stuff. So by the time I start this live, I've not relaxed literally since I woke up. So take tonight as an example. When I started this live stream, then I've been on the go non-stop, one way or another, for 13 hours, which is quite a long time. And by the time I finish this, that's going to be 14 hours non-stop. No relaxing, no downtime, no sitting, scratching my bum or watching television. No, nothing like that at all. So am I really going to be in the mood for dealing with that sort of shit? And also, as I say, I've worked my ass off to develop a lovely community dynamic with my live streams, and it would completely ruin that, and it would really annoy me. But so it's not going to work for me. But I completely get that you're loving it, and I think that's great, and I think that you deal with them really, really well. And it's just horses for courses, isn't it? So I don't blame you for starting to doing them nightly. Why wouldn't you? You know, it could be the breakthrough for you. whether it's on that channel or whether some of them filter through to Project Nigel, whatever. You're getting big old numbers. So make sure that the live streams are monetized, and enjoy it, ride it, see where it goes. You're never going to know, are you? I'm not in a place where I could do that, but I don't blame you in the least. Don't forget the wine, Boaty, says Ivor. I won't forget the wine, don't you worry. You've got a lot of patience, Paul, says Jimmy. Oh, he has. Pimp phone, says. Yeah. The other phone number is for the Liverpool duo. No, drug dealers have two phones, says Jimmy Quinn. Yeah, but for different reasons. I've always had more than one phone. You have a business phone, you have a personal phone, and then maybe you have a private phone as well. Just one of those things. If you do, no, I'm not a pimp and I'm not a drug dealer, God above, but I mean, for example, on the Facebook page for Boaty's World, then there's a phone number on there. So people can get in touch, they can text, they can WhatsApp, they can ring, whatever. But am I going to put my personal phone number all over the internet? No, obviously I'm not, because you need, if your phone number is going to be out there, and it does pay to get your phone number out there, not just for this YouTube thing, there are other things that I do where the phone number needs to be out there, but you need to be able to turn it off. And you can't do that when it's a phone, when your nearest and dearest or whatever need to get through. So you need a phone that you can turn off. And also bear in mind that I've been through some pretty serious stalking episodes. Not as a result of YouTube, I hasten to add. All of those came as a result of the singles network that I run. Remember that, darlings? I also run UK Singles Network and blah, 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 blah. And so more than one phone number is not a bad idea. And the phone number that I gave you is the dedicated phone number for Boaty's World. And if you go onto the Facebook page, Boaty's World Facebook page, and do go onto it and click like, because I would like to get to 3,000 followers on the Boaty's World Facebook page, and I need about 30 people more. So if you haven't done it, then do me a favour, jump onto Facebook if you have it, and search for Boaty's World, look for the Facebook page, and just click like. I put stuff on there that I don't put anywhere else necessarily. So, and when you search for Boaty's World on Facebook, you will also find the community Facebook group. So join that if you haven't already. I'd like to get that up to 1,000. That would please me immensely. So there you go. Yeah, absolutely, Ivor Spotty Botty. A new feature on the live streams is call up and have a chat with Boaty live on air. And none of you have done it. I knew none of you would. Not immediately, anyway. It'll take you a while to work up for it. So I'm not expecting anybody to call me tonight or whatever, but I bet you somebody does on Monday. On the long live stream on Monday, somebody will call me. Tracy will, if nobody else does. And I think it could work really quite well and add a whole new element to the community thing. And I think it might make it a lot more interesting for you guys, because, I mean, a great part of this community doings that we've done and is that friendships and relationships have developed within you guys, not necessarily just me and you, but you guys have become really good friends and whatnot. And I think that that could be exacerbated if there's some other voices coming at you as part of the community life. And, the people that I've been doing these for what, 18 months, something like that, a long old time anyway. And there's a lot of people now, over those 18 months, a lot of us have met each other in real life. But there will be a lot of names that we know very well and people that we think are really close friends because day in, day out, night in, night out, we see them, we see those names, we chat with them, but we only chat in writing. Well, I thought it might be cool if you actually got to hear their voices, got to hear what they sound like. And also, um, a lot of obviously, a lot of the community live overseas, Australia, America, various different places. And they're never going to get to any of the community meetups. And that means that they're missing out in a way. But they could ring up. I mean, ring on a free thing, WhatsApp, something like that, or whatever. Don't pay to ring up, but it means that they can take part and they can share their voice and whatnot um, via the live streams themselves, so that they're not entirely missing out on the extra. I don't know the right word, but the extra dimension, I suppose. Um, Other people chatting live and in real time, where you can hear their voices, is an additional dimension over what it's just been for 18 months. Me talking, you lot writing. I think it would be a lot nicer and a lot more inclusive and involved if you guys got to speak on it as well. I could even have I could have two phones and we could. Anyway, there we are. So it won't happen tonight, but I bet you at least one person calls up on Monday. Oh, hello. Right, let's see if this works then. Oh, hold on. Let's get you on speakerphone. And hello.
Hello, Boaty.
Oh, right. Now, I know, you don't know, I know that this is John, the lovely John Stoodley. So, um, just let me know if you can, let's see if this works. Let me know if you can hear John. Say something, John. How are you, mate? You're okay?
I'm okay, thank you. Hello, chat. Hope you're very well.
There we go. Can you hear that, darlings? Somebody let me know. Mustard. Somebody. Oh, there's a delay, isn't there? That's the problem with this, John. You're speaking to me live, but loud and clear.
Neil would put hello each darling.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, if you watch a couple of the videos that John has appeared on, then myself and Mustard and Neil and Sophie have alluded to the fact that he has a slight resemblance to a certain Mr. Stalin.
No, I don't agree with that, but everyone else thinks so.
Oh, there we are. Well, it's jolly good of you to call. It's not £5 a minute, Jimmy Quinn. It's
It's not.
I'm really glad that you're feeling a bit better, mate. And as you're here, you can take over as host for 30 seconds while I go and have a quick puff out of the back door. Over to you, John. Oh, that's really unfair of me to do that, but I know you can take it.
Right, hello, chat. Hopefully you're having a nice night and everyone can hear me nice and clear. If anyone's got any questions to ask me or Boaty, please go ahead. We don't mind. There you go. I'm reading the comments because I've got it on my big TV at home, you see, so I can see all the comments on my big screen. I know, Andrew. I know, Ivor. I know. Thank you, Naomi -1. That's very nice of you. And thank you, Andrew. Yes. Yes, I do get embarrassed on lives, as people know, on my own live streams. But I do my best to try and not get nervous. Hopefully, people will appreciate what I've been going through the last 18 months or so with my personal life. It's not something I really want to talk about much on here, but as people know, I've had a lot of problems with my depression and stuff and my anxiety. Apart from that, it's not that bad now. I've sort of got my mind around my operations and stuff, my health, that kind of thing. I like to talk about it with my friends and family, so I'm not going to talk about, like I said, too much on here, but I know people care about me on the chat. I know there's people like Boaty, Neil, Mustard, they all try and talk me through the good times, which is what I want to do. Back to you, Boaty, my friend.
All right. Well, thank you very much, John. Really good to hear your voice. Great to hear you sounding quite positive, actually. I mean, amazingly positive, given given all of the circumstances. So, and thank you for being the first person to appear via the miracle of the portable electric telephone live on a live stream. Thank you very much, and thank you for the times that you've been up to the yard and managed and cope with being on a live stream and in lunch videos and all of that sort of thing. Oh, this is brilliant. So,
to be fair, I'm always up for a laugh. You know that, Jason. You know that. Every time I'm always up for a laugh.
I do. And my God, you put up with that first Monday. God, what a long day that was for all of us, wasn't it? But especially for you when you're not in the best of health, and you never complained once. Not an ounce of a complaint. You were just brilliant company all through the day. So really, really grateful for that.
I got to ride in my favourite car of yours, Stig, but I love Stig, but you know that.
I do. Yeah. And and it'll happen again, John. It'll happen again. We're going to have a good summer, mate. We all are.
I'm hoping to get to Pride of Longbridge. That's my next term. I want to get to that.
Oh, yeah. Apparently, I've got to go to that. Neil's making me. He's going to sit on my head if I don't go.
I'm sure he would and fart.
Yeah. Probably. All right, John. Thank you very much indeed, mate. It's been brilliant. It's been brilliant to hear from you.
No problem. Anytime, Jason.
Cool. Catch you later, mate.
Speak to you later, mate. Ciao.
Well, I don't know about you, darlings. I'm going to call that a great success. I'm going to call that a great success. John, thank you so much for being brave. I genuinely wasn't expecting anybody to ring on the first night, but well, I don't know. What do you think? I think that worked okay. Let's just catch up with the old comments. So, everybody's saying loud and clear. Okay, loud and clear, John and Boaty. Clear as day. Nice one, John. How is Mother Russia? John says Neil, the piss-taking ass. No offence, John. I was hoping it was Boaty's girlfriend, says Andrew Buttigieg. We do, John. We all care about you, mate. Yeah, we do. Well said, Ivor. Boaty's girlfriend from Liverpool says, I'm still here, boys. And Name Me -1 says, just because we're quiet doesn't mean we're not supporting you, John. And well done for breaking Boaty's cherry. Indeed. Oh, hello. Neil says that you are going to Pride of Longbridge, and I will sit on your head if you don't. Oh, God, well. And you say I haven't got a social life. You don't get more of a social life than having Neil sit on your head. Bloody hell. I wonder if Mustard's just shoving cake down his cake hole at the moment, or whether he's got any proper food. I must admit, I don't have a sweet tooth, so you will very seldom see me eating anything like cakey or chocolatey or sweety. I'm much more of a savoury sort of chap, really, or unsavoury, I suppose some people might say. I had an interesting lunch today. You'll see it on. Oh, you won't see it on the Daily Diary. In fact, you won't see a Daily Diary tomorrow. I've decided to go with. I tried one, and I thought it was quite good, so I'm going to stick with it. Thursday, unless something special is happening, then Thursday's Daily Diary is going to be Throwback Thursday, where I repost a video that was originally posted at least 1 year ago that I think you might enjoy seeing again, or some of you might be seeing for the first time, or at the very least, just one that will probably amuse me. And the one that I think I've chosen for tomorrow, Mustard, are you still watching? You'll remember this one. The one I think I'm going to post as tomorrow's Throwback Thursday video is going to be Mustard and Boaty's top 10 fuel saving tips. I love that video. Any excuse to get it out, there again. It's a very early. I'm sure some of you will have seen it. It's really quite an early Mustard and Boaty video, and yeah, that's the one I've got penciled in for. And unless I come up with a better idea, I did think about. I was going through my Facebook memories today, and I was down in London, but it didn't say why I was down in London 2 years ago today. And I was thinking about it, and the only reason I'd been down in London 2 years ago today would have been to collect a car. And I was trying to think what it was, and it must have been, I think, it must have been Miss Henrietta Pie that I went down to London to collect 2 years ago today. Doesn't time bloody fly, darling? So I thought about, and I seem to remember that was quite a good collection video, actually. So I thought about doing that for Throwback Thursday, but then I just thought, so I might do that. I might do that because it's kind of relevant, 2 days to it, but then I might just decide, no, I want Mustard and Boaty's top 10 fuel saving tips up there again, because it was, I think that was the first video that we did together where I really, really thought, even if we don't amuse anybody else, then these are the funniest times that I can remember having. And to to share some of the backstory of that video, we genuinely intended that to be a genuine video, and it started genuinely. I remember we were in the lockup of Begotten Pants, and we were talking about what we could do, and we decided between us, me and the good captain, that we should do some genuinely helpful and informative series of videos. And we decided that we would do these top 10 fuel saving tips. And could we do it seriously? Could we bugger? I mean, I think the first one was kind of serious, and then it all just went off the rails, and where it ended up was just so funny. So yeah, so you might get to you might well get to see that one tomorrow. John is a great chap, says Captain Mustard, and I would agree with that. You don't have a sweet tooth, says Neil. Did that one fall out? Oh, you bastard. Neil. Oh, God. You know that thing when your friends insult you, or make an insulting comment, and it's just so funny and so perfect you can't take offense, and then you get annoyed because you can't take offense and you think it's hilarious. That's one of those. I should have said I've never had a sweet tooth. I mean, technically, I've barely got any bloody teeth. Neil, I would like to introduce both. Last night we talked about introducing. Oh, hello. Oh, this is interesting. I will phone. If you can guess who I am, I will give you a super chat. Okay, I'm up for that. Oh, that's exciting stuff, this, isn't it? Oh, a super chat. I could buy wine with a super chat. Oh, but I've got to guess who it is. Help me out. Help me out. Right? When they ring, help me out. If you can guess who it is, don't tell them that you're doing it. Just help me out secretly. Oh dear. But well done, Neil. I spoke last night about having a community ladder of decent chappery, which you are very high up on, Neil. But I would like to give out like house points like we used to get at school, or gold stars. And Neil, I'm giving you a point. I'm giving you a Boaty point, a BP, for that comment, because that was properly funny. Mr. Stephen Paddy from Port Sunlight in the Wirral, the Leisure Peninsula, says, "Hi John, did you reverse the charges for Boaty? Nice to see you on the live phone tonight. I had my proper food earlier," says Mustard. "Cake was just something extra." Oh, here we go. Here we go. All right, hold on. I've got to press the doings to get it on speaker. And hello.
Hello.
Oh, okay. Hello and welcome to Thursday Night Live, unknown caller.
Who am I then?
Well, I don't know. You've only said a couple of bloody words. Oh, hang on. I think I know who you are.
Who am I?
Right. Does anybody else want to guess? Anybody else want to guess? Because I think I know who that is. Let me just have a look.
No, it's not John.
I know it's not John. You're putting on a voice, aren't you?
No, I'm not.
Are you not?
No.
Oh, then you're not who I thought you were. Oh, bloody hell. Well, I'm in trouble now. Is it Metro Man? No, it's definitely not Metro Man.
No.
I thought it was Neil.
No.
No, right, okay. Oh God. Right, okay, right, I am now in. Give me a clue.
No.
help me out, darlings. Help me out. I'm clueless here. It's
no, it's not Cheeseburger. It's not Andrew. What else is coming up? Oh, it's not Neil. No.
Oh, hang on. No, you've gone Estuary. That's London. You've gone yes. London Estuary.
No.
Right. Who do we know for? Do you still live in London or nearby?
No.
Is it Skick?
No.
Right. It's not Andrew Buttigieg. It wouldn't be Cheeseburger, would it? He ran his course with me. Oh God. Have we met?
No.
Oh fucking hell! Well. Oh, is it Prince Andrew? Says
yeah, yes, it is.
Well,
it's for everybody.
It's an honour to meet you, Your Highness. Oh, he's gone. Oh, he's buggered off. Who was that? Oh, who was that? I genuinely had no clue. Deep throat. Oh, Jimmy. Oh, was that Jimmy? Was that Jimmy Quinn? Oh, well, I mean, hang on, I'm looking for some clues now. No, I genuinely don't know. Oh dear. Back to the old comments for a moment, because a few people have popped up. Oh yeah, Mustard. I'm so glad you all got to hear me live, says John Stoodley, and I'm so happy I did it. Oh, brilliant. And Andrew says, yeah, it was great, John. Yes, indeed, says Mustard. Back to our top 10 fuel saving tips. Tip one, don't drive like a dick. That was actually tip one, I think, wasn't it? Well remembered, name me minus one. I'm pretty sure that was tip one. Hi, everyone, says Sophie. Hello, Soph. How are you, darling? Uh, how are my beautiful people and how is Boaty? Soph, we're all okay, darling. We've been thinking about you and your new adventure and your new place. Is it Metro Man? You can have a point for that, Andrew Buttigieg. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Hold on, bear with me. You see, that's another thing with this phoning in idea. It takes me right out of my comfort zone because I never plan what I'm going to say to you guys. But I don't know. It's kind of okay. I know I can just waffle, and there are certain things I know I can just fall back on. But put somebody on the phone to me, and it really puts me on edge, and that's got to be fun. That I'm still, oh dear, oh dear. Uh, Hello, my lovely, says Paul Smortion. Hello, Paul. Not seen you for a while. Great to have you. Our non-collection video is going live after this, says Captain Mustard. So I'm going to be absolutely glued onto that, and I suggest you do too, because it was a hilarious day. My video is already out there, and yeah, there have been a few comments on that. It was yeah, it was kind of memorable for all the wrong reasons, but ironically, I think it was probably one of both of our favourite collection capers, calamities, acquisition adventures, even though we didn't actually buy anything. This is the best thing you've added to the live, says Andrew. The spontaneous chat is brilliant. It's really throwing. It's taken me right out of my comfort zone, but I'm going to go with it. I'm going to stick with it, and I apologise to. Actually, I was going to say I apologise to whoever that was for not recognising them. But I'm actually more annoyed I didn't get the super chat. I could have bought some wine with that. I don't know who it was, and in the middle of a live stream, and just suddenly, thank you so much for calling, by the way. That was brilliant. That was absolutely great. Thank you and thank John. But your mind goes blank and you can't think and you can't figure it out. It's really weird. It is genuinely really weird. But I love it as an idea. And I'm glad that by putting the phone right near the microphone, you guys can pick it up okay. And yeah, I think this is going to be a good thing. And we are very, very definitely going to carry on with it. So Mustard's video will be going out straight after this, which is, we've got about 6 minutes left, darlings. And then I need to think about supper. Now, the good news is, last night, I remember eating my supper and I remember going to bed because I wasn't so exhausted that I was actually cross-eyed. So that was nice. And I've got a nice supper to make tomorrow. And I've got some good plans for lunch tomorrow, so that's all good. No, it's not Neil, says Soph. Andrew guessed at cheeseburger. It was never going to be cheeseburger, was it? I think it's safe to say we'll never see cheeseburger here again. It's Andrew, says name me -1. Or Skip. Not me, says Andrew. Jimmy, says name me one. Oh, you scared him off, says Steve Hulk. Smelly Hole says, did someone just mention cake? I love cake. That's it. Bring it back to What's real? It could be Jimmy, says Andrew. He hasn't been in comments for a while. It's mustard in drag, says Steve Hulk. Come on, mystery caller, show yourself, says Name Me -1. It was Boaty's girlfriend from Liverpool. I reckon it was Yardcat, says Steve Hulk. Oh dear. You only knew me as you know my voice, Boaty, mate, says John Stoodley. No, I'll tell you the truth, John. I know it was you because we've been in contact before and your name came up when you rang me. So that was nice and easy. I didn't have to work anything out there. Mystery caller, please reveal yourself so Boaty can get his plonk, says Andrew. I think that was Barry, says Skick. Oh, is it Barry? I like the idea. Don't reveal yourself, mystery caller. Please don't reveal yourself. If you're still watching, don't say who it was. Ring back on Monday and we'll try and figure it out. Right, so we know that was his real voice. He wasn't putting on a voice. He was a little bit London, a little bit estuary. He no longer lives in London, and I've never met him in real life. So we've got some clues. We just need to figure out. We need to figure out who it was, and hopefully he will ring back on Monday. I'm really looking forward to Monday now. We can have so much fun with this. It's going to be mad. Excuse me. Wine burp, darlings. Oh God, I hope Lisa Postlethwaite doesn't call in. Oh, she'd get me booted off YouTube. Dirty cow. Right. This is so. Been stressed and a lot of pressure, says Sophie, but Neil has done an amazing job helping painting, and I can't thank him enough for helping me out. He's been amazing. He's an amazing guy, is our Neil. He's lovely. Was it Windy Miller? Asked Bad Books. Skick says, yeah, think that was Barry. I've watched Barry's videos and it sounds the same. It was nice chatting to you on a live on the phone, Boaty, says John. Back at you, mate. And as I say, it was great to hear you sounding positive, remarkably positive, given the circumstances. It was Hubnut, says Steve Hulk. Oh, God, how funny would that be? How funny would that be if bloody Hubnut, if Hubnut rang up, half pissed at midnight. Oh, he doesn't drink, does he? He doesn't drink, does he? So he wouldn't be half pissed. Oh dear. I've missed something, says Name Me -1. What happened with Cheeseburger? Well, oh gosh, what happened with Cheeseburger? Oh, hello. Oh, here we go. This is the sort of thing that can happen. Hold on, let's get it on the old speakerphone. Hold on. There we are. Hello.
Check your PayPal.
Oh. Oh, bless you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Right. I didn't guess who it was, but the mystery caller has just very kindly PayPal'd me 5 of the King's pounds to buy myself a bottle of wine with. And Jesus Christ, says Neil, he sounded like someone holding someone for ransom. Bad Books, you're absolutely right. Bad Books, you've got it. Have a Boaty point. The mystery caller was bless him, the lovely Jimmy Quinn. And Jimmy, thank you so much for calling in twice and for the little PayPal donation. And Jimmy, how about ringing back on Monday on the big live, and we'll have a little chat, and and you can have a chat with the guys and gals, because you are one of the people that really should be coming on live, because you've been here pretty much since day one. I think that you've been on every single live. I can't remember you not being on a live. You've been an amazing supporter of me and the channel, and and everybody else sees that as well. It's not just me. So I'm sure they'd love to. You did sound a bit Lunston gangsterish. Check your PayPal. Oh dear. Jimmy, you legend, says Andrew. You're a star, Jimmy, mate, says John Stoodley. Oh, and that was my doorman's voice from years ago, Jimmy. Oh, you did name me -1. I apologise. Yeah, you get a Boaty point as well. Boaty points to everybody who guessed that it was Jimmy. I'm loving this. I'm loving this, and now I just can't wait until Monday. And Monday we start a bit earlier, 10 o'clock on Monday. So all the more, there's normally a few more people on a Monday night with the early start, all the more fun to be had. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh yeah. Yeah, cheeseburger, name me -1. I'm trying to remember what actually did happen now. Oh yeah, I started talking about pets that we used to own, and he didn't enjoy hearing that, so he disappeared. And then he left a comment saying that I needed to, oh God, what was it he said? That I needed to, that nobody tuned into these things to hear me ramble on for 15 or 20 minutes at a time, and that I needed to, I can't remember exactly what he said, but basically needed to stop talking and start reading out other people's comments, and that sort of thing. And there we are. And since then, he's just said that he'd kind of run his time with the channel or the live streams, and he didn't want to be here anymore, which is absolutely fine and completely understandable. But he's still on all of the other lives, so everybody can keep in touch with him, apart from me. And there we are. There we are. It's just that the only unfortunate thing about it, I mean, as I've said it on a video, people will come, people will go. I knew this before YouTube. It's what happened with singles. And you mustn't take it personally. It's just the way that it works. Some people will come, some people will go, some people will stay. Just the way it is. The only unfortunate thing about it is that it happened just before the Monday where Cheeseburger was supposed to be bringing John up to the yard for all of that. And as a result of that, Cheeseburger just stopped communicating with John and wouldn't let him know what was going on. Or anything like that. He wouldn't respond to his messages, so John was left in the lurch, thinking he wasn't going to be able to get up to the yard. But it's not a problem. Thanks to Neil and Sophie, me, Neil and Soph, we sorted it between us, and John was a legend and put up with all of the changes in plan and the day not going as it should. Neil was brilliant. Shared the driving with me, sorted out a hotel because there's no way I could get home, as it turned out. And it turned out great, and we all had a fabulous day. So there we are. There we are. And I suppose it's time to go, isn't it, darlings? Let's just make sure that I'm caught up with the comments. I love the abrupt hang-ups. Yes. Yeah. Nice to hear you live, Jimmy, mate, says John. Don't forget your wine, says Soph. Don't forget to like, says Mustard. And it's not an impression, says Jimmy, it's just my voice. Alice Grotta says, it's crazy. I unfollowed someone today. My thoughts were they won't notice. I was so surprised they messaged me asking what they'd done wrong. Cheered me up. Skick says, I think Cheeseburger made a fair point, but thought he would have come back to people he's been talking to for a long time. He can talk to them on other lives. There's Mustard's lives, probably loads of other lives. He's got plenty of chance to catch up with people. Yeah, exactly, Andrew. Exactly. So, right, there we are, darlings. There we are. Oh, and you then refollowed, Barry. Well, good for you. All's well that ends well then. Darlings, I've so enjoyed tonight. And now I'm gutted that I did this on a Thursday and I've got to wait until Monday where we can really crack on with this. I think it's going to be brilliant. But there we are. Thank you so much for tonight. Thank you for the whole of the week. Thank you to John for ringing in, to Jimmy for ringing in, and the PayPal. Thank you. I will buy a bottle of wine with that tomorrow because I haven't got any wine for tomorrow night. Tomorrow night's wine will be on Jimmy. Bless you for that. Thank you to Neil for the gifted membership. And thank you to all of you for being here tonight and throughout the week and just generally being wonderful and making life better, really. And I'm so grateful to you all for that. I hope you all. I tried calling from the landline, says Andrew. I forgot the international code for the UK. 44 plus 44. But you do struggle with criticism, Boat, says Skick. I really don't. I don't think I do anyway. God almighty. You can't struggle with criticism when you do the things that I've done. I was a professional singer. Do you not think that I died on stage in the early days? You learn to deal with it. You learn to deal with it. And I don't struggle with criticism, and I don't struggle with people's opinions. On Mustard's live tonight, who was it? Barry, that guy from SETI Alpha 5, said, yeah, I'm going to throttle back on both his live streams. There's too much waffle and not enough interaction. And that's cool. That's absolutely cool. I'm not going to get upset by that. People do what they want to do. It's their own time at the end of the day. And I'm fully aware that my live streams are slightly different to other people's. Some people's expectation of a live stream is that the live stream host reads out the comments and maybe reacts to them. Sometimes I go off on one, and there will be people that don't like that, and that's fine. I'm not going to take offense at it or tell them that they're wrong. There are lots of other live streams available. I am what I am. I do what I do. And you can't please all of the people all the time. Exactly. Right, my lovelies. Okay, right. I'm just so excited about this. I love this idea. I absolutely love this idea, and I'm so glad I did it. And we are going to carry on with it. So prepare yourself for Monday. Save the number. I'll put it somewhere in the community chat or in the Facebook group. I don't know why I'm doing a cross between Windy Miller and what's his name? Tell us about bike racing, says Jimmy Quinn. Yeah, that's one good way to get you all to go to bed, isn't it? Darlings, I really must go, and I must let all of you go. You're all just blessed puppets. Don't forget, If you're not going to bed straight away, get over to the Project Nigel channel and watch Captain Mustard's take on what happened to us on Tuesday. Trust me, it'll be worth watching. You know, Mustard always does a very different editing job than I do. So watch that, and tomorrow watch the Daily Diary on my channel, which is going to be a throwback Thursday, and it's going to be Mustard and Boaty's top 10 fuel saving tips. If you've not seen it, you might enjoy it. There we are. Okay, darlings. Right. Please have a safe and peaceful night. Have a great day ahead and have a great weekend. I hate Thursday nights. It's like I'm not going to see you all for, it seems like ages. It's only a few days. But, you know, there's the WhatsApp thing, there's Facebook group, blah, de, blah, de, blah. Have a great weekend. Above all, take really, really good, oh, bugger off, name me -1. I can edit as well. Suck you. Have a great weekend and just take the very best care of yourselves that you can and have the best weekend that you possibly can. Thank you so much again, and I can't wait to see you on Monday. Much love from me, and see you next time. Thank you. But you, and indeed, bosh.